Good morning, zookeepers, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Today we're making an enclosure for the wildebeest. As you can see right now, I've sort of got the base sorted. I want it dipped down with a rock wall all the way around and like a simple fence to stop like guests from falling in, and then a very simple building at the back. Originally the idea was to do a white rhino enclosure, but I kind of changed my mind because I want to do something a little bit different with the right rhino, and that's something I'm going to do like at a later stage. As well, you may have noticed with me actually like started it ever so slightly, because that was quite a simple thing to do. My idea behind this is just to show off little bits of what I'm doing, and then like if it's like this with the rocks, I've got to do the rocks all the way around, and this would be a very long video of you just watching me do the essentially what is the same thing all the way round. So I thought I'd make it a little bit quicker for you guys so you can enjoy it without having to watch like a 10-20 minute long video. But yeah, let me know in the comments if this is something that you would sooner prefer, or do you actually like watching the really long videos? Like, I would like to know, then I have a good idea what like future content I should put out. But I quite enjoy the fact this is a bit shorter. It goes through things a little bit faster than usual, because obviously sometimes 10 minutes is a long time to like sit through a video. I mean, sometimes you have time to sit through a 10 to 30 minute long video, and then other times you don't really have that amount of time, or you don't want to be watching the same thing go on and on and on. So yeah, I thought it'd be quite nice just to cut it down a wee bit. As you see, I'm making technically two shelters. I've got this building here where I've keeping it simple. It's literally just a place for them to sleep in. It's kind of off show, and I wasn't going to do like a full-on decorated off show area of this one because I didn't have the greatest deal of time. So I tried making something that looks pretty decent without going too heavy into like details. I also wanted it to be kind of like dry savanna based. So instead of using a grass, I just didn't grass brush or say. I used the actual like dried out grass to stick all the way around and in different clumps, leave bits slightly untouched. Or let's say untouched, like no many plants because it's a high like footpath area in a sense, and also add like enrichment items into these areas to make it so it looks like it's been treaded on a fair bit, obviously trying to get to the enrichment items and things like this, and just adds like an interesting like feature in a sense that, oh, that's a main walkway for the wildebeest and staff. Add a few rocks in the middle as well to make this like slightly higher up part of the enclosure feel like it's got some structure underneath it and it's not just a pile of dirt, and it just had like a very interesting contrast between the plants and the terrain itself. And you see right now I'm just like placing down all the different enrichments in different places, as well as adding like food and water areas. This bit is one of the bits I just copy and paste. Later on down the line I will sort of add more to it or move plants around so it doesn't look completely copied and pasted all the way around. But for now, I actually quite enjoy the way this looks. It was very interesting, like it's been purposely gardened, separates the enclosure from the rest of the zoo so it feels like its own section. Then I use this like already built fence. I really do like the look of this one. It is kind of cool, and there's only literally there to separate the guests from falling into the enclosure. And the reason why I dumped it inside a rock, so obviously that rock looks like that fake rock that you can make enclosures, and you just sort of build it around the fencing. Adds a little bit of structure to it, and a little bit of storytelling, and a little bit of laziness. All in one package. But nevertheless, I really enjoy this enclosure. I feel like I will actually come back to this one and add a bit more, especially to the building. I might actually go back and do things with it, but for now I'm going to leave it as is, because like I said, I didn't have too much time. But nevertheless, I feel like I did quite a bit with the time I had, and it's definitely something I really enjoy like the look and vibe of. I might even come back and make this a mixed savanna enclosure and add a few more different species into this and make a more complicated or complex building structure at the back. And yeah, it's all plans in the future for myself, but nevertheless, I've also added this to workshop. If you want to add it to your zoos, you can do, and then obviously you can add your own features and change it. If you do, I would love to see any screenshots that you get off it. You can either send them to me on Instagram and tag me in it, or tag me on Twitter, or even on Discord. You can join that. There's a link to the Discord below, and you can be able to put in your screenshots in it, or even videos if you wish. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see. For me, really, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, the only things I'm going to really change is the building and maybe make it a mixed habitat. But yeah, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's given you some inspiration. And let me know in the comments below. Have you enjoyed the fact I've made the video shorter, so it's not just like loads of building, and it's sort of like you've got the gist of what I'm doing, how I've done it, and here is the kind of video sort of vibe? Or do you actually prefer that longer video where you see absolutely everything that I've done? Like I said, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.